Greetings, YouTube. Today I'm talking about a Safari limited product. This is from their Toob line, T-O-O-B, and they come in packages, and they contain small figures. And this is how the package is held on the shelf. It's held. And this one's kind of cool. It's got a rolling sphere. And I actually, this is going to be part of a gift project for my nephews. I think I'm going to just take this off take this off, break the axle, take this off, and include this. That's kind of cool. Having a little sphere of the world. That's kind of neat. I like that idea. This is actually, it's not quite Pangea. I don't know if it's from an earlier era. I'm not quite sure if it's Pangea or not. Pangea was one continent, so I'm not positive. But, you know, it's kind of cool. So what do you get? It was a zip tie holding this thing closed. So you pull it open. Oh, excellent. I can access that axle without any difficulty. I can get that out of there in a heartbeat. Cool. So let's get these figures out of here. They are resisting my efforts. There we go. Oops, don't grab the cord. Clang. That would be the light I'm using here, folks. I don't have a bell over on my table. Better off cutting the bottom of the tube off, I think. Alrighty, so let's see what we got here. Let's put these figures out. Ooh, the campfire. We have a Neolithic warrior. We have a mountain. Or a volcano, okay. Yeah, alright, let's see what we got here. So, first up, we have a tree, which is kind of nice, so you can set up a nice little diorama. We have a Glyptodon. Oh, wow, man. I'm really tempted. I may keep the Glyptodon, man. I don't have a Glyptodon in my collection. I got Ankylosaurus. The Glyptodon evolved to fill the same ecologic niche. Awesome. I love these things. These are such cool creatures. We have a woman and child. She is holding a stick in her hand. This seems to harken back to kind of a 19th century vibe on what our ancestors looked like. This is a little bit on the questionable ethnicities, you know, like just that's not probably what they looked like. And then we have a guy here with a spear, which is kind of floppy. Performance issues, I guess. And again, that kind of brow ridge and stuff, that probably wasn't what the Neanderthals looked like so much. But, you know, what the heck. Then we have a campfire with meat on it. And I don't know if I should include that. My sister is a vegetarian, and she's raising her kids as vegetarians. That may open up some questions that she doesn't want to have to deal with. And then we have the Mountain Volcano here, which is kind of cool. We have, shoot, I can't remember what these things were called. But this is a prehensile nose and allowed them to pluck leaves from trees and such. So they kind of filled the same niche in North America as did the, am I in shot? Yeah, okay, as in the giraffe. Here we have a species of two-pronged rhinoceros, so the same vibe, which is very cool. This is a very cool figure. So these animals are really excellent. And then we have a classic Mastodon, or mammoth. I can never remember which is which. Somebody can correct me on that one. It's cool. Obviously, these things are not to scale, but it'd be kind of cool if they were, wouldn't it? If that was the scale, you'd have your very own pet Mastodon. There was a species of miniature Mastodon, mammoth out there. I can't remember where they had them. Then we have 2 tigers. Nope, sorry, we don't. We have a tiger and a thylacine, which was Australian, I believe, a marsupial wolf. So you have a saber-toothed tiger, the Smilodon, and we have the thylacine, which is another type of predator. And it's nice to see that they were different. The sculpting is not exactly, they didn't just swap out the heads or anything. They did a completely different set of sculpting. And then we have the giant sloth, the ground sloth, the Megalotherion, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and I'm pulling these names out of my head, so if I'm wrong, forgive me. But this is a very cool little set. It really is. Admittedly, the tree and the volcano were a little bit on the lame side. I think they would have been better off if they'd thrown in 2 more animals. Just having the fire as a prop, I think, is quite sufficient. But that's just me. But I think it's a nice little set, nice little glimpse of the primitive world that existed in the past. I really like this Glyptodon, man. That is just too cool for school. Nah, I'll have to pass it on. I will. I can't deprive kids of having their very own Glyptodon. He's just cool looking. Maybe they'll grow up having a love for Glyptodons and Ankylosaur like I do. Ankylosauri? Saurs? Oh, I can't remember what the proper plural on that puppy is. But there you go, folks. This has been the... Oops. There we go. This has been the Safari Limited Prehistoric Life Toob.